You walk on eggshells pretending this life isn't hell. Oh, my black offends you. So much so that you're afraid to tell the world you are offended too. Hey, Eddie. Oh, Eddie, I saw that new porn. Oh, wait. Hey. My skin and my clothes, my speech, and even the food that I eat. Okay, I'm actually sharing the live. Justice scoffed and still denied. Dedication, amplification, voices won't be denied. My black offends you, yet not standing for something means we fall for everything. See it injustice before our eyes. Laws with loopholes. Why, oh why are murders justified? Every day shine your light. Silence can't be quantified. Accept responsibility. Accountability. Let them know the truth. Many smile in your face and disguise the disgust for our race. Yet King said, let love conquer hate. My black offends you, so continue uncovering heartache. Okay, hey. Away, not addressing issues. Okay, let me share. Hold on one second. Hi, OTM Black. Thank you for the gift. My live is crooked, I guess. Let's see. Hold on. Hey, Scarlett. I hear the shoulders you stepped on. Let's see. May hold the back. Hey, Scarlett. I hear the shoulders you stepped on. Let's see. May hold the backs of the. I'm trying to share. Hi, Scarlett. Hi, OTM Black. So, yes, please tap, 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 share, 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 invite, invite, invite. I have our list for today. We have some people that honestly are going to be new that we may not have heard before. So I'm excited about that. What are you guys up to? Don't forget, tap, 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 share, share, share. Pin your goal. Go to pin. Yes, more likes. They said more likes. Tap, tap, tap. OTM, are you tapping? Tap, tap, tap. Hi. Coach Lala. Yes, tap, tap. Yes, tap, tap, tap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tap, tap, tap. We have a couple minutes, so I'm excited. Let me see if I can share it to some more people. Let's see. Let me go down my list. Send. I don't know. I think I shared it to those people already. I don't know. Yes, thank you for the taps. Thank you. I guess I could play some music while we wait on people to come in. I'm gonna play some stuff. Yes, thank you. Encourage your viewers to share your live. It says encourage your viewers to share your live. They've shared. I was trying to see how you actually, let me see. Oh, that's how you mute your microphone. Okay, let me play something. Yes, thank you for reposting. Thank you for joining. Come on in. We are live with the Poets List. I'm going to go ahead and play a little bit to get us started. I won't go into the actual list, but welcome. If you have a piece that you want shared, please send it. You can actually send it in my messages. I don't know, it might, yeah, you should be able to send in my messages. We'll see. We'll see how that works. We're trying something new today, so we will see. Okay, so I'm going to actually start playing some of my stuff, and that way we can kind of like ease on into the list, the actual list. Please tap, share, invite. Let's get these people in the room. Hey, Charlie. Let's get some people in the room. Thank you guys for joining. I'm going to actually start playing, you know, just some of my stuff. Hey, y'all. Thank you for the taps. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Please share, invite. Oh, my goodness. It's the best A&R. Miss Furry. Hey. Share. Tap. Invite. I want to, you know, hopefully get some more people on the list. Thank you for the gifts. We have, what time is it? It's 8:01. So what I need help from you guys doing is tapping to run the taps up. Invite everybody that you know. This is a new space, and we're actually doing something a little different. This is called the Poets List. And during this session, which is Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will listen to our favorites. We'll listen to our poems. We'll listen to favorites that maybe we've graced the stage with, or, you know, that we just love. One day we plan on being on the stage with them. It does not matter if you are new to poetry. We want to hear from you. We welcome all artistry. As you will hear, some of the poems have an accomplishment to music. Some of them are a cappella. It's whatever. You know, we welcome here. So if you have something that you want to share, make sure that you send it. Now, tonight we have about, I don't know, because I did include my stuff. The other thing I want to tell you guys is it is important for us to make sure that our work is registered. The poems, I've asked the artists to actually send me the link to their YouTube, or, you know, maybe the link from their artist page. So thank you for the follows, so that you could get views. You get stream views for that. So we want to make sure that we are encouraging each other to make sure our work is registered, because guess what? You can make money like that. You can get monetized and make money. So that's why we're doing this. So I'm going to go ahead. Actually, it looks like, you know, we probably can go ahead and start. If you have something that you want played, send it to me. Send me a message. And if we don't get a chance to listen tonight, if it's something that is on YouTube, just tell me your name and I could pull it up and we'll start playing that. Now, to kick us off, y'all know I have to listen to my fave. Hold on. Not myself. Hold on. Which is, hold on, y'all. I have to pull up my list. Hold on one second. But I'm going to start us with one of the inspirations, one of my inspirations, which is Mac Capone. You will hear me talk about him a lot. I had an opportunity to actually be on his stage a couple of times, so I am happy about that. And he writes all the time. I call him Mr. Love Letter himself. So Matt has a poem that, Eddie, I think I might have that one too. I saw you added something new that I added to the list. I don't know if that's the one from like 3 days ago. Let me know. And that will be cool. That will be cool, but we're going to make sure that we get that played for you. So, but anyway, Matt Capone, if you look him up, he is the leader, owner of Trap, or one of them, of Trap Poetry. It's a traveling poetry group, but he's out of the DMV. So it's Matt Capone. So you can follow him. He's everywhere. Okay, that's the one. Cool, cool, cool. Don't forget to keep tapping. We have a heart goal. Last time our son said it was like 16,000, but so we're going to make our heart goal, if we can, possibly 20,000. So let's get a lot of people in the room so we can get some help with that. But let me pull this list up. So I'm going to start with, hold on, pulling up my list. Pulling up my list. Hold on, y'all. And my list, of course, is not in order. Okay.
I pray the right man gives you your flowers without you having to ask. I hope your tulips get sun-kissed by your husband that will shower you with roses, because God knows your rose can't love you like a man. I pray the grass is actually greener on the other side, because you don't deserve for a man to take you on the merry-go-round to love you. And I hope the seeds that you plant bloom into a beautiful relationship, because petals shouldn't drown in puddles. I pray you have a healthy love that doesn't keep you up in the middle of the night questioning your why. I hope every man that says I like you doesn't let's chill you to death before you fall into a groove with another guy. See, you forgot what it feels like to be desired. I learned there's no orgasm without intimacy, so sometimes foreplay is required. Sometimes the simple things like reading to her and playing footsies be the little things that money can't buy her, and the little things that be so simple be the things that ends with you inside her. I mean, at this point, the bare minimum seems selfish. And knowing your worth is a reflection of how you get respected, and settling for less lessens your value when someone will value you as a blessing. Pedestals are surface level when you're used to Mount Everest and having to ask for something, when someone will give you something without having to ask be refreshing. Last night I went through our text messages and counted every heart emoji she texted me. And somehow feeling in love and being in love makes all the difference. That's why the next woman I give my heart to, she'll get the best version of me. I mean, looks is cool, but her soul gotta be nourishing to me. I mean, I've been a bad guy in relationships, so I've been healing and working on me. I take accountability like it's medicine, because dwelling on that pain, there's no perks in those things. Poem.
So that poem is called The Right Man, right? And so I wrote a response to this poem and sent it to him and everything. So he knows about the poem, didn't steal anything, gave him credit for it. That's another thing we got to make sure that we're giving credit to. His name is Matt Capone, M-A-T-T, Capone, C-A-P-O-N-E. He runs Trap Poetry out of the DMV. But he travels. He's been to like everywhere, you know, overseas, everywhere, traveling. He's dope. So, you know, he's very nice. He'll give advice, input, all that stuff. So, real cool guy. He's real cool. Matt Capone, and that's called The Right Man. And we're going to listen to something else from him. I would also like to say to you guys that everything that you hear from me, I can't speak for everybody else, is registered. So my poetry is available on all streaming platforms. It is registered through BMI. You know, also I have a partnership with Gas House, Empire Records, LLC, all that good stuff. So you can check us out. We dope. You will see people probably pop in and out. You got questions, you know, hit the chat. But the reason why I said that is because a lot of times I have seen people go on a stage and actually recite his poem, not give him credit, recite his poem like it's his. So we have to be careful and make sure that we are protecting our work. And that is part why we're doing this as well. Not only are you going to get the streams from us reviewing it off your YouTube, but then also, you know, you get to learn we learn from each other. So yeah, so keep tapping, sharing, inviting, and we're going to grow the space. So the poem that I wrote is called, but this is not it. The poem I wrote is not in order. Of course it's not going to be in order. Why would it be? Hold on, let me get my list up. But it's called I Pray. That's really the only one that I wanted to play like now. And then that way we could actually go into the rest of the poets that we have on the list. Because I want, you know, just to play those back after each other. So
because we were talking about this earlier.
So let's see. Okay, hold on 1 second. 1 second. I may have to just pull it up individually. That's what I'm going to have to do. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. I don't really want to play the official video because that's going to take too long. 1 second. Oh, there it is. There is a video, so that's what you hear. There's a video on YouTube, so that's what you hear in the background. But here we go. I pray. I pray. I pray. I pray this poem resonates in your heart. And when you think of me, you smile in the day and dark. I pray the sound or even the thought of my voice is branded in your memory when we are miles apart. I pray when you close your eyes and smile, you remember each whisper shared over so many miles. I pray you are encouraged by the sunlight and comforted in the moonlight. I pray you stand strong even when no one is there and it appears you stand alone. I pray your confidence continues to outshine all insecurities. I pray you remember you are a king. You never doubt those words and you shine bright knowing your destiny. I pray the compliments you spoke over me are received times 10 for the thoughtfulness, sweetness like dew on a field of dry grass, slowly but assuredly soaking in. I pray you remember our first kiss, that it means the same to you as it did to me. A moment I'm glad we didn't miss. I pray you understand what you mean to me. I'm ready to face the world, not alone, but with you, because here is where I want to be. I pray that Bunny and Clyde type of love is visible and doesn't hide from you, love. No groupie love, but recognize ain't no sunshine when you gone type of hugs. I pray you find comfort in those words for years and years to come. I pray when you reflect, it's not too late. I pray we didn't cross that line. It's a thin line between love and hate. I pray your heart forces corrective actions and recognition. Not I, but we are the ones. I pray the ties that bind didn't break. And what I continue to feel is not just my imagination. I pray the healed version of you finds a completely healed version of me. Shout out to that boy Capone for opening my eyes. Exploring love is interesting. I'm curious and intrigued with that reflection in your eye of me. Nichole Shirell, poem. Okay, so I try to play those kind of close together so that you hear his original piece and my response to the piece. But, you know, that's one of my favorite poems. I do have a few, but that's one of my favorite ones. And so, yeah. Now, if you have something, make sure you send it to me and we will get that played for you. But we're going to go ahead and jump in. You will have an opportunity to hear, you know, poets from like all walks of life, for real. So I'm excited for you guys to be here. This is our space, a space that we are carving out. And so we're going to get started. The first poet up is actually going to be probably one of my for real favorites, Saul Williams. I don't know if you guys know who that is.
The continent of Africa are actually based in this city of Toronto. And it's important we don't talk about that. Let's not talk about that. And I've been thinking about the role of fear in technology, because we were talking about this earlier. I don't know if you got,
I'm going to move it down just a little bit.
About the connection between just the fact that you have the era which followed the colonial era, when the machines then could go into the plantations and be responsible for picking, the cotton or the tobacco or the rice or whatever it was, and the machines that were constructed. And if you know engineers or are one, you know that if you take apart those machines, that the colonial mentality is embedded in the machines, because the engineer will explain the machines to you in terms of, well, that part is the master and that's the slave. We see it in the music industry, right? When artists talk about owning their masters, that's because if you look at the old 2-inch tape, you'll see two wheels running, right? And one is called the slave, and the other one is called the master, and the master is the main recording, and the other one just follows it. And it goes all the way up into coding, into computers, if you know anything about, computers and what have you, the 0-1, the whole terminology behind coding is also master-slave. So you could take apart the computer, but you could also go into the coding itself, and still that colonial mentality is embedded in the machines. And the irony and the fact that the fear of the colonial era was that the slaves would learn too much, which is why, teaching a slave to read or write. And I know very well that, people from where I'm from were escaping to places like this. But, we're not delusional enough to think that everything's cool in Canada. I mean, we pay attention to all those missing Indigenous women and the whole nine. I mean, we know what the fuck is going on. Nonetheless, all the more I think about, the fact that reading, teaching a slave or enslaved African to read or write was interdit, was something that could not happen. And I think about the Haitian Revolution and how when that happened in 1804, they were not allowed to write about it in United States in those newspapers, because they had fear that maybe some, enslaved Africans could read and would find out what happened and get some ideas about how to defeat the system. And so the fear of the colonial era was that the slaves would learn too much and take over. And the irony is the fact that in this age, in the modern age, the fear is that the robots, the machines, will learn too much and take over. And so I have questions, real simple ones, like, what's new? Hacking the dietary sustenance, tradition versus health. Hacking the comfort, compliance, hacking to the rebellious gene, hacking the doctrine, capitalism, a relation to free labor and slavery, hacking to the history of the bankers, beating the odds, mere act of joining the winning team, hacking to desperation and loneliness, the history of community in the marketplace, hacking to land rights and ownership, hacking to business law, proprietorship, hacking to ambition and greed, hacking to forms of government, systems of control, the relation of suffering and sufferance, hacking to faith and morality, the treatment of one faith towards another, hacking to masculinity, femininity, sexuality, what is taught, what is felt, what is learned, what is shared, hacking to God, stories of creation, serpents and eggs, hacking to nature, biodynamics, biodiversity, cycles and seasons, hacking to time, calendars, Descartes, its relationship to doubt, is a wire to fear, the notion of control, the space-time continuum, the force of gravity, whether the opposite of gravity is freedom, hacking to freedom, power, responsibility, justice, the Bill of Rights, hacking the coincidence, the summer of 68, the 27 Club, the number of people with Facebook profiles, people choose to share, people share too much, people seem lonely, people want to connect, people want to uplift, people need uplifting, hacking the self-help, self-sufficiency, and self-indulgence, hacking the crazy, hacking the lunatic, hacking the star, hacking the infamous, notorious, the effects of the construct of poverty on the psyche, the effects of the construct of race, the victims that survive. There is a panel marked survival. 3 simple copper wires coiled round an orb, hack into orbit, equatorial landmines, useful and precious metals, coltan as cotton, hack into hazardous, nuclear, blue clear, cloud foams and fish farms, cow farce and pig shit, hack into horse, industrial, digital, hack into code, use your instrument as metaphor, harness your craft, hack into the mainframe, dismantle definition, dogma and duty, hack into destiny, hack into dream, subtext and subconscious, hack into heart, cardio, Congo, blood-rich and oil, hack into suffering and despair, hack into the unfair advantage of those lucky enough to be born into one family or another, into one condition or another, hack into the circumstantial evidence that proves the obvious and wakes the oblivious, hack into birthright, bloodlines, royal and tainted, hack into superstition, old wives' tales, rituals of the shaman, hack into DNA, chemistry, the pharmaceutical industry, the modern-day rape of the forest, hack into the coiling serpents, the time it takes for modern men to determine whether ancient women were foolish or not, hack into the database, hack into the subconscious, a panel marked survival, hack into celebrity, hack into the cultural development of taste, hack into violence, fear, and ignorance. How are they linked?
So that's Saul Williams, right? So if you have never heard him, Saul Williams is the man, like for real, the man. I just actually love to hear his poetry. And basically what he's saying is, break down the system, the way of thinking, the way you're taught, hack into everything, right? Hack into everything that, they telling you. Just because they say it don't make it true. Ask questions, hack into. I love all his poetry. So I don't think that I actually have this other one, but listen to this one.
Our next guest is a very special person, a very close friend of mine, a very dear poet to all of us, and it's a pleasure to have him here. It's definitely a pleasure to bring him out to all of you. Without any further shenanigans, please give it up for Saul Williams.
Whereas break beats have been the missing link connecting the diasporic community to its drum-woven past. Whereas the quantized drum has allowed the whirling mathematicians to calculate the ever-changing distance between rock and stardom, we do hereby declare reality unkept by the changing standards of dialogue. Statements such as, keep it real, especially when punctuating or anticipating modes of ultra-violence inflicted psychologically or physically, will henceforth be seen as retroactive and not representative of the individually determined is. Motherfuckers better realize, now is the time to self-actualize. Studies show that when a given norm is changed in the face of the unchanging, the remaining contradictions will parallel the truth. Equate rhyme with reason, sun with season. Reject mediocrity. Your current frequencies of understanding outweigh that has been given for you to understand. The current standard is the equivalent of an adolescent restricted to the diet of an infant. The rapidly changing body would acquire dysfunction and formative symptoms and could not properly mature on a diet of applesauce and crushed pears. Light years are interchangeable with years of living in darkness. The role of darkness is not to be seen as or equated with ignorance, but with the unknown and the mysteries of the unseen. Thus, in the name of Robeson, Godson, Hurston, Akhenaten, Hatshepsut, Blackfoot, Helen, Benin, Kahlo, Kali, the three Marias, Tara, Lilith, Lord, Whitman, Baldwin, Ginsburg, Kaufman, Lumumba, Gandhi, Gibran, Shabazz, Siddhartha, Medusa, Guevara, Gurdjieff, Rand, Wright, Banneker, Tubman, Hamer, Holiday, Davis, Coltrane, Morrison, Joplin, Du Bois, Clark, Shakespeare, Rachmaninoff, Ellington, Carter, Gay, Hathaway, Hendricks, Cootie, Dickerson, Ripperton, Mary, Isis, Teresa, Hansberry, Tesla, Plath, Rumi, Fellini, Michaud, Nostradamus, Nefertiti, Laroque, Shiva, Ganesha, Yamaya, Oshun, Obatala, Ogun, Kennedy, King, Four Little little girls, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Keller, Biko, Perone, Marley, Magdalene, Cosby, Shakur, those who burn, those still aflame, and the countless unnamed. We claim the present as the present, as the hereafter. We are unraveling our navel so that we may ingest the sun. We are not afraid of the darkness. We trust that the moon shall guide us. We are determining the future at this very moment. We know that the heart is the philosopher's stone. Our music is our alchemy. We stand as the manifested equivalent to 3 buckets of water and a handful of minerals, thus realizing that those very buckets turned upside down supply the percussive factor of forever. Let your children name themselves and claim themselves as the new day. For today, we are determined to be the channelers of these changing frequencies into songs, paintings, writings, dance, drama, photography, carpentry, crafts, love, and love. We enlist every instrument, acoustic, electronic, every so-called gender, race, sexual preference, every person as beings of sound to acknowledge their responsibility to uplift the consciousness of the entire fucking world. Any utterance unaimed will be disclaimed, will be maimed. 2 rappers slain.
Period. Okay, so that is Saul Williams. So if y'all, do a little bit of research, that man is fire. And like this one piece that he just did, that's like from 15 years ago. He's been doing this forever. Like I said, he's from Canada. So check him out. He has so much work, so deep. I aspire. One day I think I want to meet him one day. One day I want to meet him. Okay, again, thank you guys so much for joining. Tap, 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 share, share, share. Let's get people in the room. This space will be open Tuesdays and Thursdays. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then also on Wednesday, I will be live for the Gas House Green Gas Gala, which is a live podcast that we have here locally in Birmingham, Alabama. So it will be live. If you have a piece that you want us to share, then you can send me a message and then I will make sure that we play that. We have poets in the room. So thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate you. And we just want to make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure you share. I don't know if Tiff is still in the room, but I know Tiff got some poems that she can send over. If you got something you want to share, send it on over and we will share it. So I wanted to kind of deviate.
The modern men to determine whether ancient women were foolish or not.
He just dope.
Shout out to the woman that make excuses for her sons and got the nerve to ask who raised these niggas.
Okay.
I mean, he cheated and you stayed and you steady saving these niggas, miss. That's my man. I'ma stick beside him. You steady saving these niggas. How you gonna teach your son how to treat women when men don't know how to treat you? Somebody pray for these women. I mean, I guess the dick got you in the chokehold. Telling your friends you ready to leave, but you won't though. You keep praying Sierra's prayer every night, but God know you choosing your hormones. I mean, it's fuck nigga free in the group chat, but you blowing up his phone when the club closed. Cause you'll complain about him cheating. You'll leave. He'll apologize and he acts like he means it. You'll take him back because you see the potential and trust me, he sees it. You'll tell him he's stupid for messing up a good thing, but you'll go back. So I guess you're stupid for believing. Because you'll go back after your friends told you don't. You'll say you choosing yourself this time when we all know you won't. And now you're missing out on good friends because you keeping allowing them to do you wrong. You'll cut your friends off the first time they do some fake shit, but you'll take him back after numerous times of being cool. I mean, love. Then you gonna cheat back and get your lick back. I mean, I know you ready to leave, but you already did that and went back. I mean, and now he accusing you of cheating because you already did that. I mean, what you need to do is find the first handsome poet you see on stage and let him hit that.
Rewind.
You gotta shoot it. You gotta shoot it. Because what you deserve is intimacy and vacation. Spa dates and edible arrangements, them massages you see on Instagram and role playings while spankings. But what you rather decide to deal with is a man that throws your pH balance off because you rather stay there. You saw them red flags waving and you stood there and said, hey there. I mean, love. When you gonna choose yourself and choose the value in you and understand men only do what you allow them to do. Boom.
Okay, Matt Capone. You know that's my fave, so I have to make sure that I include him include him. Okay, let's see who's next. Oh,
I pray the right man gives you your flowers.
We heard this already, so we're gonna go to the next one.
I promise you, the brunt of my oppression has a purpose. And this same person that you persecute will one day be worshipped. Though I stand before you bare-chested and shirtless, with my soul and emotions naked, just wanting to be nurtured. Yeah, despite the desperation, desertion, and hurting, my time gonna come. Though I compose this poem not knowing if I'll ever be able to perform it in an auditorium, I do it with the faith of a poet who believes he was born to do it. Like an acorn caught up in a storm, flung from the branch where it was born. You can only hold me back for so long. My time gonna come. Despite the desperation and disappointments, my determination remains undaunted. Though the waters of my tomorrows are deep and uncharted, the buoyance of my character will float unwavering towards them. Like a song written, yet unrecorded, my time gonna come. Though you wrapped me in chains and sprayed me with chemical flames and did all of the things you did to add to my pain, my circumstances will change. I believe this with the depths of my being, that as long as this world continues to spin, it cannot end until it's been enjoyed by end. Remember this day, because things won't always be this way. My time gonna come. My time gonna come. Against all conceivable odds, my time gonna come. Thank you, guys.
Now that is a poet that I actually, this is my first time learning of him. He was actually on Poetry Please. His name is Jim, and that piece is My Time Will Come. And when I was listening to that, I don't know about y'all, but I was like, that's kind of like, that's deep. That's like eulogy deep. Like, that's deep. So that, all I can say is that's deep. But definitely, all I can say is definitely, man. All right.
I need a man who declares pressure, who suffers from severe gestures, never pestering, always gesturing, always wanting to know what we can do and where we can go together. A man who can shield me from any weather, a man who's plenty clever, a man who can turn on any lever, a man who doesn't burn bridges, a man whom I love to live with in life, a man who will make me a wife, a man whose heart isn't ice, a man with a heart that is light, a man who brings darkness to light, a man whose pockets aren't light, a man who brings sockets to lights, a man who knocks sockets out lights, a man who can knock it, socket, bop it all night. Yeah, he can knock it all night. This man may be from Houston, so if we have problems, he can solve them. This man may be from Houston, so if we have problems, he can solve them. Yeah, we can rock it all night. I'll be his little firecracker. We'll get it popping all night. Yeah, I want a man, despite this world, he understands he has the world in his hands. And when his hands are on your girl, he has the world in his hands. He'll tour the world with your girl. We'll make swirls in the sand. While in the sand, we'll hold hands while wearing pearls like we're clams. With frozen water on our necks, 2 clear water blue sets with matching stylish swim sets on private islands and jets. We'll be the perfect set fit for the cover of Jet or the cover of Ebony. We'll uncover our destiny, create our own magazine. We'll be the cover of Destiny. A real man who understands he'll be stressed out for stretching me. A real man who won't want beef, so he'll never have for me. He will come correct with me, so he can connect with me. And we'll read each other's minds like we got telepathy. If you think that you could be this man and you want to come step to me, please apply pressure, please. Follow instructions, what we cooking, cause I am the recipe. I am the recipe. Step 1, apply pressure to recipe. Step 2, apply pressure to recipe. Step 3, do not pressure the recipe. And once we cook and watch the buttons, do not press the recipe. And this is hot off the press, you see. I need a partner, not a teacher. I done learned all my lessons, please. So no more love lessons, please. Cause I'm feeling like a soldier who's at war. I wanna unload my weaponry. I beg and I plead, no more weapons, please. So our hearts can go open sesame. It's time to uncover our destiny and pose on the cover of Destiny. The cover story will read Lovers of Destiny. How pressure builds diamonds when applied to the recipe. Thank you.
I see the tabs going up. So that is Jackie, the poetic therapist. Apply pressure. I'm kind of feeling it. Yeah, right. I am kind of feeling that. Now, some of the fellas, y'all might need to go back and listen to that. Because she actually teaching a little something in there. Jackie the poet, Jackie the poetic therapist. And the name of the piece is Apply Pressure. Oh, somebody said play it again. Wait a minute. Oh, play it again. That's Money Gang Mikey. Hold on. Here we go.
I need a man who declares pressure, who suffers from severe gestures, never pestering, always gesturing, always wanting to know what we can do and where we can go together. A man who can shield me from any weather, a man who's plenty clever, a man who can turn on any lever, a man who doesn't burn bridges, a man whom I love to live with in life, a man who will make me a wife, a man whose heart isn't ice, a man with a heart that is light, a man who brings darkness to light, a man whose pockets aren't light, a man who brings sockets to lights, a man who knocks sockets out lights, a man who can knock it, socket, pop it all night. Yeah, he can knock it all night. This man may be from Houston, so if we have problems, he can solve them. This man may be from Houston, so if we have problems, he can solve them. Yeah, we can rock it all night. I'll be his little firecracker. We'll get it popping all night. Yeah, I want a man despite this world. He understands he has the world in his hands. And when his hands are on your girl, he has the world in his hands. He'll tour the world with your girl. We'll make swirls in the sand. While in the sand, we'll hold hands while wearing pearls like we're clams. With frozen water on our necks, 2 clear water blue sets with matching stylish swim sets on private islands in jets. We'll be the perfect set fit for the cover of Jet or the cover of Ebony. We'll uncover our destiny, create our own magazine. We'll be the cover of Destiny. A real man who understands he'll be stressed out for stretching me. A real man who won't want beef, so he'll never have for me. He will come correct with me, so he can connect with me. And we'll read each other's minds like we got telepathy. If you think that you could be this man and you want to come step to me, please apply pressure, please. Follow instructions, what we cooking, cause I am the recipe. I am the recipe. Step 1, apply pressure to recipe. Step 2, apply pressure to recipe. Step 3, do not pressure the recipe. And once we cook and watch the buttons, do not press the recipe. And this is hot off the press, you see. I need a partner, not a teacher. I done learned all my lessons, please. So no more love lessons, please. Cause I'm feeling like a soldier who's at war. I wanna unload my weaponry. I beg and I plead, no more weapons, please. So our hearts can go open sesame. It's time to uncover our destiny and pose on the cover of Destiny. The cover story will read Lovers of Destiny. How pressure builds diamonds when applied to the recipe. Thank you.
Yeah, I like her. She said, don't pressure the recipe. Yeah, she is. I like that. I like that.
She wears her kindness in floral dresses, a wavering smile cemented in a stunning complexion. In a perfect portrait, she would paint the room with her jovial peace and a welcoming warmth. But her words are traced to cracks to crumble the walls that display her stance. It's quite humorous to find repressed destruction so intriguing, exhilarating to feel the painstaking stabs of truth she is speaking, and remember every cold, chilly winter once I looked into her pitch black eyes to compliment her of her cunning. Only I didn't see a demon trying to claim my soul. I saw a scared little girl faced with the fear that she might be the monster hiding in her closet. Why fight the promising reality? Why hide under the covers and pray to a shadow to rid you of the spirits that he himself has created to elevate your madness? No matter the change in weather, I am thoroughly convinced she craves the tops of summits where chaos reigns in insurmountable pits. If you want to be on top of the world, make sure you strike the match and burn it first. It's so easy to see the horrors of your honor through your tinted frame glasses because I wear the same contacts too. Only I didn't run from the darkness. I kept the fucking lights off.
Oh, wow. So that is called Darkness and Floral Dresses, Drew Chronicles. And this is my first time actually learning about Drew. But I like his style. Like his style, he has a nice flow. So Drew Chronicles, Darkness and Floral. DeJuan! Okay, so listen. Now I actually...
If I don't do nothing, I'm a bomb. I'm calling all day like a clock on the wall. Go and get your money and I'll never burn, boy. I ain't never ran from no shit. Pay attention. The black boy doesn't die in this one. His mama taught him about the great bewitching. His grandfather's father showed him how to listen to the earth when it breathes. His teeth are sharp.
Wait, hold on, y'all.
And glittering. Back, you know that Wu-Tang clique ain't nothing to fuck with. That nigga can tap dance in Tim's. So if you watching this film, don't worry. The black boy doesn't die at the end. No matter how much they might want him to. No matter how much they might put him through. They got a swig of that bitch's brew. He can't perish. Not this time. Not this one. Not this son.
I'm going to restart it. Okay. So y'all can hear it. DeJuan, you finally
here? If I don't do nothing, I'm a bomb.
Now, okay. Hopefully y'all can hear this.
I'm calling all day like a clock on the wall.
He can sing.
Go and get your money and I'll never burn, boy. I ain't never ran from no shit. Pay attention. The black boy doesn't die in this one. His mama taught him about the great bewitching. His grandfather's father showed him how to listen to the earth when it breathes. His teeth are sharp and glittering. Been given full permission to shoot back. You know that Wu-Tang clique ain't nothing to fuck with. That nigga can tap dance in Tim's. So if you watching this film, don't worry. The black boy doesn't die at the end. No matter how much they might want him to. No matter how much they might put him through. They got a swig of that bitch's brew. He can't perish. Not this time. Not this one. Not this son. Surrounded by heavenly bodies and perpetual motion. A notion is tilted. They get his angle. He done found out which witch is which and which witch to make babies with.
Not which witch to make babies with.
He done found out which witch is which and which witch to make babies with. Them pretty babies. Good love with a good woman. She is rowdy, loudly, proudly, with teeth and fire and rainbow skin and rainbow pen, writing declarations of independence in every language that needed to come in. She's sharp and all inspired a thunder snap, and that's who has his front, because he got her back on all sides, and she done freed him to cry. Man, that man ain't gonna never die. He might just live forever and ever. Finally got clever enough to put all this shit together so you can look bad, baby, if you know how to look better.
Okay.
He got 10,000 sisters behind you, 10,000 brothers behind you. He's the point and the proof. Got the juice to the sacred wives, and down ass cousins, the clay cousins, the dozens was his first crack at casting spells. After 3.5 decades of practice, he done got good at it. He done got real good at it. Now he just laughing, legs long enough to run along and see what the end gonna be. Reckoning with his past to make amends. In this one, the black boys get to survive to be black men. And black men get to transcend the narrative. The adjective can't just classify him with his skin. You only see another virgin, Jehovah, Buddha, Allah, come. Then all previous knowledge becomes fleeting. Any reaching for existential Christ, that's a false teaching. He ain't going nowhere. He got too much in him. He got to raise all these children. Gotta tear down these idols with his nails and place a stamp. The black boy doesn't die in this one. Because he can't. Thank y'all.
Yeah, I like that. Now, I got to replay that because I'm trying to make sure y'all can hear. Hold on. Hold on. I done moved some stuff. Hold on. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, I gotta go back. Okay, I gotta make sure y'all can hear it. It sounded good.
We were at a restaurant.
I couldn't hear it.
I saw her at a table alone with her food. Oh. Hey, I'm your new waiter. That's cool? She said, my new waiter, and looked a little confused. I said, because if you tell me what you want, I'm going to give it to you. She said, oh, you think that you smooth?
Okay, I gotta go back.
So,
okay, here
we
go.
were at a restaurant.
Oh, wait.
I saw her at a table alone.
Now, okay. Okay, here we go.
If I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. I'm calling all day like a clock on the wall. Go and get your money, let them never burn, boy. I ain't never ran from no shit. Pay attention. The black boy doesn't die in this one. His mama taught him about the great bewitching. His grandfather's father showed him how to listen to the earth when it breathes. His teeth are sharp and glittering. Been given full permission to shoot back. You know that Wu-Tang clique ain't nothing to fuck with. That nigga can tap dance in Tim's. So if you're watching this film, don't worry. The black boy doesn't die at the end. No matter how much they might want him to. No matter how much they might put him through. They got a swig of that bitches brew. He can't perish. Not this time. Not this one. Not this son. Surrounded by heavenly bodies and perpetual motion. A notion is tilted. They get his angle. He done found out which witch is which and which witch to make babies with. He done found out which witch is which and which witch to make babies with, them pretty babies with. Good love with a good woman. She is rowdy, loudly, proudly, with teeth and fire and rainbow skin and rainbow pen, writing declarations of independence in every language that needed to come in. She's sharp. And spines are thunder snapping. That's who has his front, because he got her back on all sides. And she done freed him to cry, man. That man ain't gonna never die. He might just live forever and ever. Finally got clever enough to put all this shit together. Said you can look bad, baby, if you know how to look better. He got 10,000 sisters behind him and 10,000 brothers behind you. He's the point and the proof. Got the juice done sat with wise women and down-ass cousins and play cousins. The dozens was his first crack at casting spells. After 3.5 decades of practice, he done got good at it. He done got real good at it. Now he just laughing, legs long enough to run along and see what the end gonna be. Wrecking with his past to make amends. In this one, the black boys get to survive to be black men. And black men get to transcend the narrative. The adjective can't just classify him with his skin. You only see and all previous knowledge becomes fleeting. Any reaching for existential Christ, that's a false teaching. He ain't going nowhere. He got too much in him. He got to raise all these children. Got to tear down these idols with his nails and place a stamp. The black boy doesn't die in this one. Because he can't. Thank y'all.
Okay, that's Guy Kelton Jones, Survived to Be Black Men. Thank you.
So, we were at a restaurant.
Maybe it was their bar.
I saw her at a table alone with her food.
Now,
I walked over, I said, hey, I'm your new waiter. That's cool? She said, my new waiter, and looked a little confused.
Thank you.
I said, because if you tell me what you want, I'm going to give it to you. She said, oh, you think that you smooth? She said, oh, you think that you smooth? What makes you think I'm single and don't got a man? She cocked her head and locked her hands. I said, well, on your ring finger, I didn't spot a rock or band, so it didn't stop my plans, because if it's just your boyfriend, I still got a chance. My name's Cloud, and you're a pleasure to meet. Why Cloud? Because the sky is the limit with me. She said, a quick thinker, you fast, huh? I laughed some. She asked how many women you say this to. I said, you the last one. You see, I was saying whatever to get that grin. Obi told me if you can make her laugh, then you can inch on in. I said, I just found my lover and my new best friend. She said, you don't even know me. I said, well, let's fix that then. I grabbed the chair, started to sit back then. We started chit-chatting until her phone rang. She said, that's him. I said, you're about to tell me that's who I don't want it to be? Your boyfriend? She said, it's actually my husband, and please, Before you go judging on me, I don't wear my ring in public, you see, because I want to feel wanted. And I said, doesn't make you feel wanted, it seems. She agreed. She said, I wasn't going to sleep with you, but it was sweet to at least speak to you because my husband doesn't say the things you do. Is that so bad if you enjoy talking to someone that is not your man and being a flirt is just a natural habit? She thought the same thing. She felt so ashamed and full of regret, her head down, as if guilt tickled the front of her neck. Tears trickled and dripped a bunch as she wept, and the phone keeps ringing, so she's also covered in sweat. She said, I gotta go, I shouldn't be here. And he has my location, so you should be scared. I said, no, for you, I'ma be there. Then a voice enters the room and he stares. Ooh. His teeth glued and barely moving his jaw. He tells her, get in the car. He looks at me and says, and you are? I said, someone that could treat her better than you are. He said, you gotta be kidding me. She'll do it to you if she did it with me. I said, not if I treat her differently. He said, why do you want her so bad? I know. We want them till it's someone we can have. Then all of a sudden it's been there, done that. We get used to people and don't do the things that we used to meet them. I said, I don't believe you. And that isn't true. He said, I know it is because I met her here too. You clearly aren't obtaining a clue, so let's go to the car so she can explain it to you. As we walk out, the waitress shouts, so y'all not gonna pay for the food? He looked at me, I said, hey, that's your lady, dog. He tossed a few bucks, told her to keep the change. Then he explained that she's insane and infatuated in the flirting phases and meets these guys till he arrives and comes and saves her. And I thought I had one. I was so annoyed. We get to the car. She said, I'm sorry, you were uninformed. I said, but why even be married? Why linger? You have a choice. I extended my fingers. I said, what's the point? She said, because we're swingers. You want to join? And now my mind is off to racing. The whole time I'm thinking it's some altercation, but they were spies inside investigating, trying to decide which guy that they should mate with. He said, we had to see what kind of guy you were first. We ain't want you in it if you didn't value her first. I know it sounds crazy, but it honestly works. It heightens our relationship because sometimes it's submerged. So you down or what? I said, I don't know, man. I'm kind of stuck. So she'll be mine, but not mine. Like, what kind of stuff? Why would you even share your queen? That's sad, dude. He said, if you had to, imagine, okay, think of your favorite snacks, food. If someone who never had it before asked you to share it or spare it, wouldn't you be glad to? I said, no, I would keep it all to myself. He said, well, you're greedy and should probably seek help. I said, me? Come on with that, bro. First off, she's not food. This is a person. She said, that's true, but it's a similar purpose. We like sharing. We're not stingy when flirting, so you down or what? And then I got nervous. I took a deep breath and apologized. I looked in the lady's eyes. I said, if anything, it's going to take some time. She grabbed my hand with paper taped inside. She said, here's my number if you change your mind. Thank you.
So, I don't know if I would even be alive. That was deep. Okay, I don't know. I don't think I would be alive. Like, that was interesting. I like Cloud. Cloud is good, man. That was good. Cloud, and the name is Restaurant. That was good. Now, that was real good. Oh, you want to rewind? Okay, let's rewind it. Here we go. Cloud.
Oh, we were at a restaurant. I saw her at a table alone with her food. I walked over. I said, hey, I'm your new waiter. That's cool? She said, my new waiter, and looked a little confused. I said, because if you tell me what you want, I'm going to give it to you. She said, oh, you think that you smooth? She said, oh, you think that you smooth? What makes you think I'm single and don't got a man? She cocked her head and locked her hands. I said, well, on your ring finger, I didn't spot a rock or band, so it didn't stop my plans, because if it's just your boyfriend, I still got a chance. My name's Cloud, and you're a pleasure to meet. Why Cloud? Because the sky is the limit with me. She said, a quick thinker, you fast, huh? I laughed some. She asked how many women you say this to. I said, you the last one. You see, I was saying whatever to get that grin. Obi told me if you could make her laugh, then you could inch on in. I said, I just found my lover and my new best friend. She said, you don't even know me. I said, well, let's fix that then. I grabbed the chair, started to sit back then. We started chit-chatting till her phone rang. She said, that's him. I said, you're about to tell me that's who I don't want it to be? Your boyfriend? She said, it's actually my husband, and please, before you go judging on me, I don't wear my ring in public, you see, because I want to feel wanted, and he... I said, doesn't make you feel wanted, it seems. She agreed. She said, I wasn't going to sleep with you, but it was sweet to at least speak to you because my husband doesn't say the things you do. Is that so bad if you enjoy talking to someone that is not your man and being a flirt is just a natural habit? She thought the same thing. She felt so ashamed and full of regret, her head down, as if guilt tickled the front of her neck. Tears trickled and dripped a bunch as she wept, and the phone keeps ringing, so she's also covered in sweat. She said, I gotta go, I shouldn't be here. And he has my location, so you should be scared. I said, no, for you, I'ma be there. Then a voice enters the room and he stares. His teeth glued and barely moving his jaw. He tells her, get in the car. He looks at me and says, and you are? I said, someone that could treat her better than you are. He said, you gotta be kidding me. She'll do it to you if she did it with me. I said, not if I treat her differently. He said, why do you want her so bad? I know. We want them till it's someone we can have. Then all of a sudden it's been there, done that. We get used to people and don't do the things that we used to meet them. I said, I don't believe you. And that isn't true. He said, I know it is because I met her here too. You clearly aren't obtaining a clue, so let's go to the car so she can explain it to you. As we walk out, the waitress shouts, so y'all not gonna pay for the food? Go to the car so she can explain it to you. As we walk out, the waitress shouts, so y'all not gonna pay for the food? He looked at me and said, hey, that's your lady, dog. He tossed a few bucks, told her to keep the change. Then he explained that she's insane and infatuated and a flirting phases and meets these guys till he arrives and comes and saves her. And I thought I had one. I was so annoyed. We get to the car. She said, I'm sorry, you were uninformed. I said, but why even be married? Why linger? You have a choice. I extended my fingers. I said, what's the point? She said, because we're swingers. You want to join? And now my mind is off to racing. The whole time I'm thinking it's some altercation, but they were spies inside investigating, trying to decide which guy that they should mate with. He said, we had to see what kind of guy you were first. We ain't want you in it if you didn't value her first. I know it sounds crazy, but it honestly works. It heightens our relationship because sometimes it's submerged. So you down or what? I said, I don't know, man. I'm kind of stuck. So she'll be mine, but not mine. Like, what kind of stuff? Why would you even share your queen? That's sad, dude. He said, if you had to, imagine, okay, think of your favorite snacks, food. If someone who never had it before asked you to share it or spare it, wouldn't you be glad to? I said, no, I would keep it all to myself. He said, well, you're greedy and should probably seek help. I said, me? Come on with that, bro. First off, she's not food. This is a person. She said, that's true, but it's a similar purpose. We like sharing. We're not stingy when flirting, so you down or what? And then I got nervous. I took a deep breath and apologized. I looked in the lady's eyes. I said, if anything, it's going to take some time. She grabbed my hand with paper taped inside. She said, here's my number if you change your mind. Thank you.
That was good. Like, that was good. That was so good. So it's called Restaurant by Cloud. That was excellent. Let me see if we got another one by him. That was good. Oh, now this is actually Almost, which is a Christian piece by Ezekiel.
One of the most dangerous terms in English diction. If it could be translated into audio, it would sound like from the saxophone of Lisa Simpson. Two words designed and strategically combined to form the biggest oxymoron in the history of mankind. Almost. But see, as far as the world's concerned, you could live your life foul and could almost get away with murder if you have a nice smile. You could almost meet folks just to almost sleep around and stop at your local clinic. Well, you almost had a child. See, almost is no stranger to Satan. Here's proof. He only tells lies when they're almost the truth, and it's amazing.
Oh, my God.
In our incompleteness, we find complacence. But if almost is one of Lucifer's many traits, then we are inadvertently good at Satan impersonations. But on the contrary, Christ didn't
God when he died on the cross like it was his duty, and to pardon my iniquities that I committed rudely. He resurrected from the grave just to tell death to excuse me. But excuse me, this is your life, and that's something I can't impose on. But your body is God's home, which wasn't loaned to get foreclosed on. See, an almost Christian looks right but lives wrong. Can't stand the conviction in Romans, so they sit down to be comforted in Psalms. Never understood worship, but love to sing songs like, I surrender all. Most. Because it's far too expensive for you to spend your life on something that doesn't appeal to your five senses. See, nowadays Christianity's like a Louis rag. No functional use, but we just rock it because it's stylish. Not righteous, but right-ish. So now all God sees is a pile of Ishmaels when he intended for Isaacs. And we're moved by how we feel, so we're saved when we feel like it. So technically we've never really been saved, we merely tried it. So no wonder why we're never sold out when we return it after we buy it now. Let me break it down, because you need to beware that your life could lack the very standards that need to be there. Because on that final day of judgment, while God's receiving his air, will he say, son, well done, or medium rare? Because even by worldly standards, it'd be highly insane for you to start spending all of your money days before you almost get paid. Like parents, you wouldn't send your kids to a school that's almost safe. And ladies, would you really date a man who claims he's almost straight? And this is the very thing about God that we all try to get around, but his standards are like between two mountains, no middle ground. So a halfway life is unprofitable to you, because after all the Sunday services, Bible studies, and prayer meetings, and everything that goes between, God will say, I never knew you. But that's not even the worst part of living your life as neutral. It's that you were once Arctic, but it's your warmness that is causing him to spew you. And this is the very thing that had me. I was bound and held down by the unforgiving gravity of my spiritual reality. I was a Christian, or at least I portrayed the fantasy, with a filthy personal life, but God bless you, brother. How you doing, sister? Personality. I was a male, enveloped by guilt because I was stamped a sinner. I said I was a male, enveloped by guilt because I was stamped a sinner. My message couldn't be received because I didn't represent the sender, yet I was almost delivered. Till that one day that I totally, absolutely, and completely surrendered, I took heed to a modern prophet who proclaimed it was time for change. Now I'm no longer bound to sin, point blank, off the chain. You could ask Umar Abdul Muttalib. He'll tell you the same. You don't almost go to jail when you almost blow up a plane. Like you don't almost go to hell when you almost get saved. Despise the cross that he was slain, and thus the cause in which he came. But don't worry, I'm almost done. But before I leave this stage, we have all worked in sin, and death was minimum wage. I said, we've all worked in sin, and death was minimum wage.
But if it wasn't for Christ, we would have almost got paid.
Now that is Ezekiel. Ezekiel, I actually saw him in person some years ago. He was with Poets for Christ. That's what I met him. I met Jackie. Genetics, sorry. I met Chris Webb. Who else did I meet? The Perrys. Like, they was real cool. They came to town. I got a chance to see them live. That was really cool. I love them. Okay, so this is
the prettiest girl at the party.
Wow.
I walk up to her, we dance, talk for hours. I love everything she said. Somehow after we ended up in the bed, 9 months later, out popped the head. I ended up marrying her, and it happened fast, but that's all right. You see, I was never the type to believe in love at first sight, but words can express what I felt that night. And I still feel that way. I love her and my little girl. Hope to even have a boy someday, but money's a little tight, so that's gonna have to wait. Until last week, my daughter asked me, "Daddy, why don't I look like you?" I said, "You look more like your mom, that's fine." She goes, "Yeah, but you and I don't look alike." And that made me curious, I ain't gonna lie. So later down the line, I took the test to find she wasn't mine.
Oh, wow.
I go to my wife, I say, "Are you out your mind? You told her she was mine when you knew you were lying, so who is this she then?" "Actually, I don't even want to know." Daughter comes running in, Daddy, what's wrong?" I said, "Go to your room." She says, Daddy. I said, "Baby, move." She says, "Daddy." I said, "I'm not your daddy." Her face confused. The mom goes, "Baby, go to your room." "Why would you tell her that?" I said, "Why wouldn't you?" She said, Okay, I'm sorry for not telling you. When we met, I was about a month pregnant. I made a mistake, it's true, but it turned out you were an amazing dude. So no, you're not her daddy because you helped create her bloom, but you are her daddy because you raised her too." I stepped back. She stepped forward. I said, "Step back. You mean to tell me this whole time I was a stepdad? Not that anything's wrong with being a stepdad, but I'm sure you would get mad if you didn't expect that." She said, "I'm sorry." I said, "Yeah, well, I'm sorry too." She said, "What's that supposed to mean?" I said, "Oh, we going to Maury, boo." I want the world to see how such a charming dude could get hurt by someone as harmful as you. I don't mind staying in her life as just a dad, but I'm divorcing your deceptive ass. Because it's just the fact that what else did you lie about? Like, this is a mess. It's bad. Actually, baby, come back in the room. Now tell her who's her dad. She said, "Sweetheart, your father's name is Chad." Finally hearing it, I wanted to smack. Ooh, I'm so glad I was raised better than that. But I still feel like I needed to attack. Punch the hole in the wall. They both react. Ring, 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 ring. Her phone says Chad. I picked up so fast. Hello? He hangs up. Will I call back? Hello? He hangs up. Will I call back? Hello? He says, yo, my bad. I must have had the wrong number. I got so mad. I said, "So y'all both just liars? Like, that's so sad. I already know about you, Chad. You can have her, but you can't have my little girl. To me, she means the entire world." He said, "Now, hold on, dude. That's my daughter, too. And there's plenty things that I taught her, too." I said, "Wait, you sound familiar. Where you from?" The mom interrupts. "Okay, that's enough." I said, No, you let him talk. He said, Then her phone dies. I can't make this up. But I was invested. I was all in. I said, "Nah, give me his number. I'ma call him." She said, "You really think this is a good time for all this? You don't see your daughter in the corner balling?" I said, but I just gotta know." She said, "Yes, but what's that gonna do? Before you knew anything, everything was perfect, right? You're always looking just to find and ruin something that's just fine." I said, "Are you really trying to justify that you just be lying?" This toxic witch was trying to botch and twist my thoughts with this, but it was working. What she said made lots of sense. If I never hopped the fence and tried to get the info that she was not my kid, I never would have been in a spot this sick. Is it better to not know if someone's playing me? Y'all know how that song go. I thought it was silly at first, but it's not though. What he meant was, well, as long as she's not publicly embarrassing me, why should it matter to me what she's doing behind those closed doors casually? I mean, if she's married to me, wait, am I really believing this baby there? Like, am I really thinking this baby there? I feel so weak, babe. Then I wake up from the dream I'm in. I say, yo, who is Chad? She laughed and asked, "Yeah, who is that?" I was glad. I rubbed her round, stomach in a swirl, and said, "I don't know, I just can't wait to have our little girl." Then her phone goes ring. I look at it like, "That's Chad?" jokingly, but it was. And I said, "I thought you didn't know that name." I go insane. She said, "Wait." I said, "Let go of me." She said, "But I can't, explain." To be continued. Thank you.
What? He said to be continued. I love the way he tells his story. Aries. That was good. Cloud is amazing. Okay, so the next poem is actually from, let's see, Mike Ginn, who is one of my faves. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. We got to get part 2.
Give it up for Sparkle one more time. Give it up.
Oh, I think I see part 2.
I'm kind of taking a break from poetry and spoken word, promoting and hosting, but I made a promise to Ashley and to her crew to come out here and support her, and that's what it's all about.
I hope this is a poem, because I couldn't really find too much.
I hope I get it to everybody. It's called I'm Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
Every time I see you,
hold on, y'all.
I hear the melody of raindrops and realize that you're crying inside. And someday I'll write a poem that wins a Nobel Peace Prize for the peace I couldn't find in your eyes. You be that poet, writer, soul survivor, and your misery cuts through me, truly. Take me back to that moment in your story where you first...
Hold on.
Lost your glory. And I can only imagine how it must feel to have wings and not be able to fly. That has to be the most painful feeling any woman could bear. Well, I never known that feeling. I never felt the sting of words without wings become dirty, pretty things. I never screamed at the top of my lungs and had no one hear my cry. I never known what that was like, Ashley. I never known. And even though I've never been where you are, I can still feel the scar on your spirit. When you speak, I hear it. And even though I have never had hopes bashed, I can hear the echoes of dreams smashed like 1,000 fists against the window of your past. But I have had words trapped like little girls' verbs, dying to get out, and have doubt just beat them back down to become poetic lumps in the throat of my soul. And I waited a lifetime to fall in love, to be a part, and had no one to share my heart. I know what that's like, brother. I know. And right now, I refuse to let you sit there all alone, wrapped in blues, clutching black, seeing red. Your sunshine is just hiding behind dark clouds, waiting for you to shout out loud that your light is no longer a slave without pen for ink. You can think. And your language is not just ghost for sign language, because tonight your words take flight. They soar. Traveling from metaphor to metaphor, giving life to incomplete sentences, they soar, stretching the limitations of sound. Your words fan the clouds and cool the sky. They soar, capturing the moment. They soar, freeing the soul. They soar, they soar, they soar. And right now, I just want to say, I'm sorry. Sorry for every man who never said he was sorry. Sorry for all those times your essence was left lying in the shade of never. Forever roadkill for vultures, too stupid to see that in your eyes blues a seed of this culture. I'm sorry. For all those nights your heart was left tangled in the curve of a smile as crooked as his shift again grin. To me, that is the greatest sin, and I want you to know that the prize between your thighs can never match the beauty inside your eyes, but you are beautiful. And I promise to never disrespect you with this, or this, protect you with this, and this. And though you may not believe me tonight, I know, but I'll take that chance and say, Kendricks, Sparkle, everybody, I'm sorry.
Oh, now that's Mike Ginn, one of my other faves. He's actually Mike Ginn Entertainment out of Texas, runs a lot of different shows every week, probably almost every day. So, make sure y'all check him out. All right, and that piece was called I'm Sorry. Now,
yeah, I don't know if it's still me.
This is Kira J. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go back. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still me or if it's the men that asked to date me. Because if this is what love feels like, I'm gonna need my next nigga to hate me. Because you claim you love me so much, but then I get your ass to kiss. I wanted love, but I don't want it if it ever feels like this. Because I was doing so good, healing, minding my business on my own. Now I'm up crying over you at 2 a.m. just wishing I had stayed alone, because these fucking men will see you thriving and doing everything just fine and come up with a plan of attack to figure out how they going to waste your time. I had a preview of how this was going to play out. I should have left you 6 months in, because trying to keep you as a lover now done lost you as a friend, because truth be told, this shit is triggering some patterns from my past, and once you start moving like my ex, that's when I start to hate your ass, because I've been through this. All them years together until we ended up as enemies. Until you walk away with nothing but some good dick and bad memories. I swear these men ain't worth the energy. And they'll use the word love in vain, making excuses for endless fuck shit and normalize inflicting pain. Ladies, what are you supposed to do when you feel broken to the core? Because now your ex is getting married to the girl he left you for, and the nigga that you moved on with picked another person too, never being the one chosen, got you feeling like it's you. Is it true? I know I got some shit with me because I be sowing seeds I'm never going to reap. Giving my all to situationships that was never mine to keep, and I never addressed the red flags right away, no matter how many times I tried, like staying after he cheats but then walking away because he lied. We never leave for the big things. We just let him keep on pouring until it overflows the cup. Because men never seem to understand that all those little things add up, and fellas, take all the time you need to find yourself, because we are all a work in progress, but all we ever asked was for you not to break us in the process. Women shouldn't have to be casualties to the growth of men. Because after all them years getting used, y'all look for love and comfort in the same arms of the women you left beaten down and emotionally bruised. And I've been hurt so many times that at this point, if it's love left in me, I'm too scared to show it. And the fucked up part is I probably pushed my husband away and I'll never even know it. I ain't bitter yet, but I'm getting there. I be telling y'all it's healing time, but I'm hypocritical. Because in the process of healing, I fell in love and ended up between jaded as fuck and cynical. I ended up in the arms of someone who could lie straight to my face, say they love you on Tuesday, and by Thursday, it's another woman at your place. Your loving men was never safe. This shit is dangerous as hell. Because they'll use words and actions to show you how they feel, but you can never really tell. Because how are you supposed to tell if he's a mistake or if he's the one? When they have mastered the art of pretending to care just to break your heart for fun, I swear I'm done. I'm done filling up tanks that have no problem with leaving me empty. And as bad as I want to be in love right now, I ain't got another heartbreak left in me. I ain't got another I don't want to hurt you from men that have no intention to ever stay, then a few years later try to spin the block claiming I'm the one that got away and I don't be having shit to say. I'm sure all the ladies can relate. How many of us are the type of women that men learn to love too late? Because when they have us and they care, it's like they never seem to know how to act. And once you don't give a fuck no more, that's when they begging for you back. Like, listen. I speak a love over you. I speak a love over you so powerful that he builds you up and holds you down. May the next man you love not have to win you back, because he gonna get it right the first time around. May the next time you fall in love be the one that make you understand why I ain't work with no one else. May it be a love that loves you so much that you fall in love with yourself, my love. You don't always need help. We constantly internalize the shit that they do. Sometimes you'll be trying to take accountability when it wasn't even you. Now you sitting in a chair with your therapist trying to fix yourself and get your confidence strong, trying to unpack where you went wrong when it was the nigga all along. Allow yourself the space to heal, my love. Allow yourself the time to grieve. Because sometimes the only thing you can do to fix it is pack up your things and leave. And I wish you so much safety on this journey, babe. No one has intention on saving us. So guard your heart when you go back outside, because loving men, dangerous. This.
Now that is Kira J. The poem is called Dangerous. She is fire, 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 fire. Had an opportunity to meet her. Fire. To see her do poetry in person. Fire. Definitely fire. I actually love her. Kira, and that's Kiraj. That was my fur baby. Okay, so let's continue.
She left her phone unattended, so shit, I attended to it.
Not unattended.
Yeah. Nosy, right? They said if you're ever looking for something, that thing will allow you to find it. So I found some of the most intriguing text messages that one could ever imagine. She had a text message from the sun. Evidently his gloom was gone. He was asking her smile for a payday loan. She had another message from the city encouraging her to stay hidden during hunting season because there was a high demand for her skin tone. She had one message from a pack of lions. They were inquiring about where she obtained her tenacity. She even had a message from a river questioning how she kept a steady flow downstream. But the most amazing message was from the Statue of Liberty. The statue asked her, and I quote, "Through it all, how do you keep your head high and remain standing tall?" This woman wore a victory smirk like she's never been hurt. She's learned how to convert her pain into parachutes, so she holds on to the lessons to lessen the impact of her falls. She wear her wounds like war ribbons. When times turn tough, she turns Teflon. She's battle tested, but it'll take 20 sets of tentacles and toes to tally her wins. She repurposed her losses into beachfront lounge chairs where she would sit and watch as the new wave rinsed the old sand away. She handled turbulence like turntables. She would remixes it until she recorded a new win. Her walk showed her worth, her shoulders upright and ready like armored shields. Her face is a force field. Her face is a force field, and she used to have a temper but learned to tame it, so when she tells you off, it's in a Swedish tone. Failure has become her most honest friend, right? Because there's never been a yes man, never sugarcoated her shortcomings. Instead, failure would mush her flaws in her face until she figured out how to fix them. She learned that befriending her failures helped her to defend her goals. See, her mind is a gold mine. Her stock went up when she lessened the distribution of her shares because she learned that one good investor is better than 4 or 5 who can't decide if they want to pin her as a permanent part of their portfolio. They just want to profit real quick, sell her off, and then split, and then they want to repeat the cycle like Lance Armstrong, but her dignity never wavers. There's not a D word on planet Earth that she'll trade in for her worth. This is a quiet woman with a loud aura. Her value is the highest volume in the room. Highest volumes in shrooms affixed to helium balloons. Her happiness is self-inflicted. She can appreciate a compliment, but she isn't depleted if she doesn't receive it. Her beauty goes beyond say. Without it having to be said, she knows that she's nose-like. She's conservative, but her confidence twerks, so she shows her ass without ever shaking her waist. She's recycled her wasted days and repurposed the material to manufacture a stress-free future. So now all these heart hackers' attacks have no impact. She's an empath. So she's very careful about where she places her energy. Society tests her on a daily. She just dons her cape and she superheroes through the hearsay. She dances to all the doubt like Diddy produced it. Even when under the gun, she performs like no weapon has been formed. This woman goes against all odds until she gets even. This woman, she's unbelievable. She's brilliant. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's resilient. She's destined for success. Most importantly, and surprisingly, she's present. She's in this room. She's you. She's you. She's you. She's you. She's you. She's all of you. I want to thank you all for listening. I'm Obi West.
Now, Obi West. Now that was cool. This is called She's You. Obbie West. I think he has another one too. Let's see.
ID's victim. Suspect. Stops him. Melanin man. Sweatshirt, sweatpants. Both hands in pocket. Officer approach. Pistol holster. Unlocks it. Extracts weapon. He's anxious to cock it. He initiates dispute. Looking for reason to shoot. Melanin man makes threatening gesture. It's just what officer need to proceed with premeditated self-defense murder. Weapons raised. Black hands raised. Pale fist grips pistol grip. Trigger finger fondles trigger until clip vomits round through round black barrel. Weapon yells pop. Black boy yells, stop. Time. Take heed to his request, and his deadly round is suspended in midair, sitting just centimeters away from his chest, and his black boy begins to talk to it. I understand it. You don't know any better than that you're just doing your job, but you have been dispatched to detach me from my family. To decrease my population by 1 in...
Are you an influencer? Yes, I'm.
Okay, so that was a brief. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, everybody. Yes, please tap, share, and invite. We're working towards our last leg of, the live, but we have heard some incredible poets. Like, I'm sitting here just amazed. Cloud, I think tonight Cloud has really been my favorite. We still have more that we got to play. If you have a poetry piece that you want to send me a message and we will get that played for you. We will be live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we opening up this space. You said, did you send mine too? Okay, you sent yours. Where did you send it to my where'd you send it? To IG or did you send it to TikTok? Which we're about to get in them. I'll make sure that I get it. Which we're about to get in them. I'll make sure that I get it. Nay Van, and I pray I'm saying her name right, but she is so dope. Like, man, thank you. So we're about to play her.
Are you an influencer? Yes, I'm influencing you to be a real hate this conversation.
We now gonna fuck this motherfucker up. We have Nazis at the goddamn door, and y'all are still doing this civility playing by the rules.
Already made history as the first woman of color to be a major party candidate. She did it under the most unique conditions we've seen in
a lot of you all confused. It's really very simple.
Kamala Harris is cool and all, but I want more Jasmine Crockett's. I want more fuck-offs, the press outlets. I want more out-of-pocket. I want more bad built, bleach blonde, butch bodies. I want Whitey on his moon and the fuck about my pockets. I want his hands off my grandma's social security check. I want his kid out from behind the Oval Office desk. I want more Ayanna Presley's. I want more AOC's. I want more Angela Rye's. I want more Joanne Reed's. I want more politicians to meet me on the South Side. More can I put on your timeline? I want more reverence on my TV screen, American Requiems and bell-bottom jeans. I want more halftime shows that dismantle American dreams. I want more rappers to find more reasons for Kendrick to beef. I want more of what gets and keeps the people going. I want Jake's B613. I want Liv's and Rowan's. I want real life clapback, economic pushback and resistance. I want to let the people know that we ain't coming like no bitches.
He can't be honest. He can't be honest. He can't be honest about the truth. So what does that say?
What we mean when we say community, and it can't just be niggas that agree with you. We're gonna have to get to a space where we put ideology
as black women. Charting a new way forward isn't something we just say in political campaigns. It's a way of life.
Brutal, over the top, and genocidal actions of a government. That does not mean that I hate the people.
To get this ceasefire, but I also recognize that she lived in the alternative.
I want Kamala to stand with Gosens. Still want more Jasmine Crockett's. But more than anything, I want AIPAC out from both of their pockets. I want the CBC to be clear and free of Zionist dollars. Yeah, just because I can share space, that don't mean I can't clock it. I want more space for intersectionality. I want black genocide to be taken just as seriously. I want more citizen journalists. I want more media literacy. I want more critical thinking skills, and that means I need more niggas to read. I want more politicians to come from the South Side. Keep parking lot pimping on your timeline. I want people to sacrifice convenience and just for a little, but I need them to mean it, because I want mutual aid and organizing to bring us right back to the church. But none of that 2010 bullshit. I need a fully decolonized word. I want more protocol in place for a stolen election. I want this administration uprooted and all their indoctrination rejected. I want their base to finally get the picture even after all the overexposure. And if I get a seat at that table, trust, I'm planning to flip that bitch over. Yeah, time is one of our biggest teachers. And things change, people change, and priorities do too. So it's okay for you to change your opinion and your perspective when you get new information. That's what we call growth.
Lene Van. And that's called I Want More. This one is another one I heard.
Oh, yes,
Mississippi Pride.
Gotta rock, oh, yes, I gotta rock. Waiting for me in glory.
Real quick, Flint still don't got clean water. Hurricanes in the Caribbean, they still getting stronger. And while the dollars keep getting shorter and the work days keep getting longer, I wonder if maybe Till Spirit still tells black boys not to wander. And how many of them hear her? Does her voice get any clearer? How many Ava DuVernays does it take for them to draw nearer? How many twists and turns does it take to uncover the plot when the plot never seems to change and the twists and turns is all we got? When folks who would have killed Jesus running around here free. When the he's that are with sin still casting stones on you and me, confining us to the cobalt and electric vehicles and iPhones. But if slavery was a choice, then tell me, who chose the Congo? Same folks, I guess, licensing state-sanctioned murder. So I take it all to the Father, cause I can't take it no further. And that's upsetting me and my homegirls, cause we really want to know. If we can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell can we go? And that's a fair assessment. I know a fair seat when I see one. So why would I know a change is gonna come? When I could just be one.
Now, that is, hold on, y'all. That is Lene Van. Hey, y'all. Yes. So, Phoenix, yes, please send me some of your pieces and we will play those. Just so you guys know. Hey, Tracy. We're here every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 o'clock. What? She is so dope. She dope, man. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. This is called the Poets List. In this space, I'm asking poets to send me their pieces. We will play our pieces as well as your favorite poets as well. So thank you. So, enjoy this space. Don't be shy. The whole point and purpose of this, the premise, is so that we can actually get our stuff played. We can get some views, some streams. So, we try to make sure, because you have actual artists in here, recorded artists in here, we make sure that our work is registered. And hey, Lady A, registered. So we're going to learn and we're going to teach and we're going to grow. So now I'm going to skip because we listened to two pieces from, hold on. We listened to a couple pieces from my favorite Saul, but everybody really is my favorite. So I can't help it. I can't help it. I don't know if Eddie is still in here. Can you look me up on all platforms? My track is called Root of the Problem by Divine Goddess. Okay, definitely. My man, Larry Pokemon. You've got it. Okay, send it to me. Period. Not you said my man. Is that your man, Lady A? That's your man. She like my man. Because I've had like 20 men in here tonight. I'm just always saying, my man. My baby daddy, my man. Okay, so this is Eddie versus Dre. Now he asked, I'm not sure if he's still in here. He asked me to play something. He sleep. Okay, well. Okay, I'm going to play. He asked me. I pulled up one. I'm going to play this one. And then he told me it was another one he wanted me to play. So I'm going to play this one first.
Yeah. Lost. Black boy lost in his mind and in his thoughts. Just a boy who was pure. The only problem was he didn't know which roads he should cross. So he walked and he roamed in hopes of finding his way back home. But his pains and his aches with every step that he takes, he realizes he's alone and he has a heart that's filled with hate for thy father, thy mother, thy sisters and thy brothers. He hates them all and he doesn't believe. Lost, black boy lost in his mind and in his thoughts. Just a boy who was pure. His only problem was he didn't know which roads he should cross. So he walked and he roamed in hopes of finding his way back home. But his pains and his aches with every step that he takes, he realizes he's alone and he has a heart that's filled with hate for thy father, thy mother, thy sisters and thy brothers. He hates them all and he doesn't believe. Just another black boy lost that grows into a black man who loses everything, like his dignity and his pride, his youth and all his time. He loses it all, even his will to stay alive. Then one day he gets tired of walking and roaming and he dies. But that lost feeling just can't leave from his side. Cause even his soul gets lost when it's his turn to talk to God now. The only memory we have of that black boy is being lost. But do tell what that black man has found. He's found that hell is on earth and not on the ground. Black boy lost, black man found.
I absolutely love his poetry, man. That's Eddie versus Dre. And we play some of his pieces every time we go live. He's actually building his collection on YouTube. So I'm, very impressed because he seems to keep adding them because, some people don't follow their assignment. Lady A, and Miss Furry, y'all know what I would say, but I'm not going to say it. But follows the assignment. He building out his collection on YouTube. I am so impressed. I love, because his voice is kind of, his voice is very relaxing and you can follow the storyline. Freedom, go to bed. Go to bed, Freedom. Go to bed. Go get into bed. Go to bed. Okay, go to bed. Thank you kindly. Thank you. He sent me another piece. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm going to see. I'm going to play this one from Dewan the Poet. We're out of here. I'm going to play this one from Dewan the Poet, and then I'm going to find what Lady A sent. She sent me something on YouTube.
I wrote this on the plane today. It's called If You Let Me. If you let me, I'll show you the world you never knew existed. Cupid's best kept secret. I'll change my quiet ways and be the loud in every room for our love. I'll speak up for us, for you trusted me. I'll be everything you dream I'd be.
Oh, sorry, y'all.
But only if you let me. I'll remove those resting faces I hold so dear. The smile. A smile worth melting. I'm talking that one ice cube in hell for you, but still in God's name I do. When you're feeling like the world is just too much, I'll make you forget that you're in it. Soft as a mystic rain, I'll release pain for you. A sigh of relief, I'll remove thunder for you. But only if you let me. Dear love, I've been waiting a lifetime to take the same breath as you. And I'll spend forever taking yours away. Come on the floor, come tanto more. Only if you love me, more and more and more. But only if you let me. Thank you.
Okay, so that's Dewan the Poet, If You Let Me. And then, is there another one? I see a message came in, so let me see. Okay, so this is one. And then Phoenix, can you send me your poem on YouTube to my YouTube channel so I can make sure I can get everything? So this one, okay. Oh yeah.
You know, you can tell a lot about a nigga based off his first impression. How he shook your hand, eye contact, and facial expressions. Just take what he say with a grain of salt and don't ask for no seconds. Leave half of what you see and none of what he claim to be repping. I see you like your parts a bit bigger, especially in that middle section. If I dive in, let me ask you a question. You need that bundle, 52-inch. What's the brand expression? Yeah, it's the bundle pack, and I swear it's the softest for all your feet and braids and your ball knowledge. Yeah, baby, they pre-stretch. So come on and just let them feet rest. And when you say more, you only need less. And it's only fair to you. So some lonely nigga really taking care of you. And not to speak on him, but is he there for you? Do he really even care for you? Shit. See what I'll do for you. He'll claim that he can too. But we know them fake promises of nourishment is synonymous to can too. I'm just a better choice. Unlike him, I won't even really raise my voice. You won't see me, yeah. Only time you see that is on your twist. So if you need me, yeah, I got you. You know, you can tell a lot about a nigga based off his first impression. How he shook your hand, eye contact, and facial expressions. Just take what he say with a grain of salt and don't ask for no seconds. Believe half of what you see and none of what he claim to be repping. I see you like your parts a bit bigger, especially in that middle section. If I dive in, let me ask you a question. You need that bundle, 52-inch. What's the brand expression? Yeah, it's the bundle pack, and I swear it's the softest for all your feet and braids and your ball knowledge. Yeah, baby, they pre-stretch, so come on and just let them feet rest. And when you say more, you only need less, and it's only fair to you. So some lonely nigga really taking care of you, and not to speak on him, but is he there for you? Do he really even care for you? Shit. See what I'll do for you. He'll claim that he can too. But we know them fake promises of nourishment is synonymous to can too. I'm just a better choice. Unlike him, I won't even really raise my voice. You won't see me, yeah. Only time you see that is on your twist. So if you need me, yeah, I got you.
Okay, I it played a couple times for you because you're gonna say, I know he get. You know what, ma'am? Look at you. And she didn't claim the man. I know that's right. Claim him, honey. Okay, I gotta play this on this other one. Claim him, honey. Okay, I gotta play this on this other one. This other one. So this is root of the problem. Hold on, y'all. I don't think it connected, but let me see. Okay, let me turn this Bluetooth on. And this is speaker. Okay, so this one is root of the problem.
Here I am at the root. The fires in my mind got my thoughts covered in soot. How do I get out? I'm just so afraid. My money's spent before I even get paid. I need answers. I gotta get to the root of the problem. Desires to be like the root of the tree of life. At this point, God, I need your insight. I am building something bigger than me. The vision is blurry, but I need to see. Foundation is the key to construction of something powerful. I'm walking into my destiny and never looking back. Then my higher self said I was ready, but it was my confidence that was in lack. It was just like my daddy said, you will either make an excuse or make a way. I know you're in heaven smiling down on me to this day. I do shadow work, drink my water, and I pray. Alright, let me stand tall, get closer to this mic. I got something to say. Let's go, tap in. My insecurities, that is the root of the problem. Confidence is key. I am the one to resolve, manifest in peace. And all my dreams will stand tall, raising frequencies. Okay, gotta go on.
Low battery, please charge.
Hold on,
The problem, confidence is key. I am the one to resolve, manifest in peace. And all my dreams will stand tall, raising frequencies.
Low battery,
Hold on.
When grown up.
Hold on, I gotta play it a different way.
Then that same fear caused me to make some bad decisions. Praise God for the victory, and the whole world is my witness. Not perfect by any means, so I just ask for forgiveness. Life is not easy, so I know that I'm not tripping. I just gotta be me, so true. Colors I go so vivid, cause I gotta get paid. Keep food on the plate, just a cool one from around the way. Keep it simple, remove the gray. All the haters stay out my face. I'm an So demon don't play. Universe just hear me say, can't steal my joy, can't steal my joy, can't steal my joy. No, not today. My insecurities, that is the root of the problem. Confidence is key. I am the one to resolve. Manifest in peace. And all my dreams are stand tall. Raising frequencies. Okay, gotta go on. My insecurities, that is the root of the problem. Confidence is key. I am the one to resolve. Manifest in peace. And all my dreams are stand tall. Raising frequencies. Okay, gotta go on. Now it's affirmation time. Listen close.
Okay, affirmation.
Get in line. Yeah, let's go. I am fearless. I am amazing. I am confident. I am secure. I'm a warrior. I am success. My path is clear and I am so pure. Hey. My insecurities, that is the root of the problem. Confidence is key. I am the one to resolve. Manifest in peace. And all my dreams are stand tall. Raising frequencies. Okay, gotta go on. My insecurities, that is the root of the problem. Confidence is key. I am the one to resolve. Manifest in peace. And all my dreams are stand tall. Raising frequencies. Okay, gotta go on.
I like it. So you sing and so you do everything. Is Phoenix still in here? You do everything. That was dope. I love it. So root of the problem, divine goddess, and her name is Phoenix. So make sure everybody is following each other. When I get off, I'm gonna follow everybody back. I appreciate all the gifts, the taps, all the hearts, shares, comments, the contributions. It's all helping. It means a lot to me. So I appreciate it. Yes, tune in every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the Poets List. So if you have a piece that you would like played, send me a message on TikTok or Instagram and we'll get that played. Now this is the piece that I think Eddie wanted me to play. I actually just pulled up his YouTube and I'm just gonna play what he uploaded today. So let's see.
Somebody asked me a question. They said, what is life? Thought about it. To me, life is art. Shout out to the Most High for making me creative. I mean, how else could I have turned pain into poetic paintings? The pen, that was like my paintbrush. Only had 3 colors to paint with: blood, sweat, tears. To get inspiration, I just took long walks down dark paths, disappeared into my dark past, took a trip to hell first class. That's where I lost my soul, and I'm currently in the process fighting, trying to get it back. But even still, life is amazing. Oh, wait. Life is a maze, and I'm stuck, but I'm not trapped. I'm going to find my way out. I don't know how, but I am from the city of all hustle, no luck. So I'm going to give it all I got. I just never give in or give up. And that's when I thought about it. Life's a gamble, and I'm going to have to take a risk. So everything I'm doing in 2025 and beyond this, I'm not just jumping off the porch because I'm really on the cliff. I'm jumping off the ledge. It's a difference. Wrestling with my inner demons, trying to find the edge like I'm Christian. You ever been searching for something? Can't find it. You think it's gone missing? Life has a funny sense of humor. Sometimes you find what you're looking for when you slow down and stop missing it. Never be in too much of a rush where you can't do a good deed. Ironically, I take pride in the A-flaw of karmas. I was on the defense looking for safety. Then I heard a voice in my head say, Ed, read. Because you are what you eat, just as you are what you believe. So life is really what you make it. Just make it a happy place to be. Watch how you talk to yourself and keep your thoughts clean.
Okay. Now that is the final piece. It's called Street Poem. It's called What is Life Street Poem, and that is Eddie versus Stray. I love all of his work. You know, like I said, he's building out his collection. I am very impressed. Major work. He's working hard, and that's what it takes. Do not give up, y'all. It's so important that you don't give up. Do not give up. Just keep creating. Sit with creatives, keep creating. Remove everybody from your space or circle that distracts you. Keep creating and make sure you register your work. Now, okay, so we got about 11 minutes. Anybody else got something they want played? Let me see. I didn't see anything else. Okay, anybody in the chat with a favorite piece that they want me to play? Oh, you know what? I found Cloud, the restaurant. Hold on, let's play that, and then I'm gonna play one of my pieces and end us on out. Cloud Restaurant, part 2. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. Let's see.
I want the world to see how such a charming dude could get hurt by someone as harmful as you. I don't mind staying in her life as just a dad, but I'm divorcing your deceptive ass, because it's just the fact that what else did you lie about? Like, this is a mess, it's bad. Actually, baby, come back in the room. Now tell her who's her dad. She said, sweetheart, your father's name is Chad. Finally hearing it, I wanted to smack. Ooh, I'm so glad I was raised better than that. But I still feel like I needed to attack, punch the hole in the wall. They both react. Ring, 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 ring. Her phone says Chad. I picked up so fast. Hello? He hangs up. Will I call back? Hello? He hangs up. Will I call back? Hello? He said, yo, my bad. I must have had the wrong number. I got so mad. I said, so y'all both just liars? Like, that's so sad. I already know about you, Chad. You can have her, but you can't have my little girl. To me, she means the entire world. He said, now hold on, dude. That's my daughter, too. And there's plenty of things that I taught her, too. I said, wait, you sound familiar. Where you from? The mom interrupts. Okay, that's enough. I said, no, you let him talk. He said, then her phone died. I can't make this up. But I was invested. I was all in. I said, nah, give me his number. I'm going to call him. She said, you really think this is a good time for all this? You don't see your daughter in the corner bawling? I said, but I just got to know. She said, yes, but what's that going to do? Before you knew anything, everything was perfect, right? You're always looking just to find and ruin something that's just fine. I said, are you really trying to justify that you just be lying? This toxic witch was trying to botch and twist my thoughts with this. But it was working. What she said made lots of sense. If I never hopped the fence and tried to get the info that she was not my kid, I never would have been in a spot this sick. Is it better to not know if someone's playing me? Y'all know how that song go. I don't want to know if you're playing me. Keep it on the low. What he meant was, as long as she's not publicly embarrassing me, why should it matter to me what she's doing behind those closed doors casually? I mean, if she's married to me, wait, am I really thinking this, baby? There, like, am I really believing this, baby? There, like, I feel, babe, I just wish this was a dream I'm in. Who is Chad? She said, since you asked, I met Chad at a different party. And I was drunk, so I remember hardly. But when he said he was Chad, I didn't realize Mr. Marley. I said, Mr. Marley, you've been sleeping with our daughter's teacher on me? She said, I'm so freaking sorry. I wasn't used to seeing him outside of school, and when I met you, I didn't know what to do, but me and him are fake, me and you are true. We can have a baby right now. What position would you like to choose? I said, delete the nonsense. So all those parent-teacher conferences you wanted to go alone to, you had reasons behind it. The daughter screams, can y'all please just stop it? I feel stabbed in my heart, and now I'm bleeding droplets. How could y'all be so toxic? I don't need a dad, and I don't need a mommy. I want to be adopted. I'm running away. I need to leave. It's an easy option. I said, daughter, calm down. I'm sorry we had a drastic fight. She said, daughter, you're not my daddy, right? I mean, that's what you told me out of spite, but you know what? You were right. I don't want to be here anymore. Then I seen her flee out the door. I go, you see what you did? You misleaded and mistreated such an innocent kid. She said, I don't like where your energy is. Instead of arguing, how about we go see where she went? So we rushed to the stairs. As we're going down, someone coming up stairs. She asked, Chad, what are you doing here? I go, nah, how does he know where we live? So he been in his crib? She said, no, he's a teacher. They have addresses for kids. Chad said, well. I said, go to hell. He said, now, before we fight this morning, I think it's time that I recite my side of the story. He said, the prettiest girl at the party. I walk up to her, we dance, talk for hours, I love everything she said. Somehow after we ended up in the bed, 9 months later, I popped the head. I said, wait a second, her face turned reddish. I said, sounds real familiar, you care to explain it? She said, that's the second part.
Okay, wait a minute. So it's the third part, y'all.
I just wish this was a dream I'm in. Who is Chad? She said, since you asked, I met Chad at a different party. And I was drunk, so I remember hardly. But when he said he was Chad, I didn't realize Mr. Marley. I said, Mr. Marley, you've been sleeping with our daughter's teacher on me? She said, I'm so freaking sorry. I wasn't used to seeing him outside of school. And when I met you, I didn't know what to do. But me and him are fake. Me and you are true. We can have a baby right now. What position would you like to choose? I said, delete the nonsense. So all those parent-teacher conferences you wanted to go alone to, you had reasons behind it. The daughter screams, can y'all please just stop it? I feel stabbed in my heart and now I'm bleeding droplets. How could y'all be so toxic? I don't need a dad and I don't need a mommy. I want to be adopted. I'm running away. I need to leave. It's an easy option. I said, daughter, calm down. I'm sorry we had a drastic fight. She said, daughter, you're not my daddy, right? I mean, that's what you told me out of spite, but you know what? You were right and I don't want to be here anymore. Then I seen her flee out the door. I go, you see what you did? You misleading and mistreated such an innocent kid. She said, I don't like where your energy is. Instead of arguing, how about we go see where she went? So we rushed to the stairs. As we're going down, someone coming up stairs. She asked, Chad, what are you doing here? I go, nah, how does he know where we live? So he been in his crib? She said, no, he's a teacher. They have addresses for kids. Chad said, well. I said, go to hell. He said, now, before we fight this morning, I think it's time that I recite my side of the story. He said, the prettiest girl at the party. I walk up to her, we dance, talk for hours. I love everything she said. Somehow after we ended up in the bed, 9 months later, out popped that. I said, wait a second. Her face turned reddish. I said, sounds real familiar. You care to explain it? She said, well, I told you I met him at a party to set the record, hun. I said, yeah, but you do that with everyone? She said, no, well, yeah, I guess just you and him. Chad thought to himself, well, this is rude of them. He said, yo, y'all don't see me standing here? Wow. I said, bro, calm it down. I got neighbors, not so loud. He said, well, y'all had your chance to talk. It's my turn now. I want to tell you something you'll find hard believing. Because when I first found out, I caught a fever, but I was also second guessing. And I also took the test and, well, that's not my daughter either.
Oh, wow.
The mom said, what? Chad said, it's facts and you knew this. Stop acting so clueless. He looked at me. See, I got attached just like you did. That little girl is amazing. I figure if I get my master's for students, I can stay in her life. But your wife's actions were ruthless. She said, fine. I'm not going to lie. You want the truth about her father? Her real father died. He's not alive. After a party, he decided to drink and drive, but I still needed a father figure in her life. Between you two, I couldn't decide. I already lost one dad. I figure I have two this time. I said, so what, we supposed to feel sorry for you? I mean, rest in peace, her dad, but you aren't loyal. You treated us exactly hard-boiled. Cracked our shell to soften us up. I should yoke you up, but you see I got morals. But her face seemed barely bothered. Till the daughter appeared from under the stairs like Harry Potter. She said, Mom, I heard everything. And I can't believe you thought those choices would work. I just want to yell, scream, make a bunch of noises and then curse. To put me in a spot like this is annoying and it hurts. I'm not even mad at you. I'm disappointed and that's worse. She replied, I was just trying to do right by you. See, no one understands that they're in my shoes, but you want to make me the bad guy. Fine, cool. And let's fast forward because I know y'all tired of these parts and pieces. But long story short, so I have my daughter on the weekends. Chad has her during the week and takes her to school since he teaches. The mom and I, we're not speaking. I try to let her see her daughter, but the daughter wants no pieces. I tell her, that's still your mom. You should be more lenient, but she doesn't want to hear my thesis. So more of the story is watch who you sleep with. Don't rush to get married. No need to be quick. And telling the truth is better than lying through your teeth. And yeah, that's it there.
Now that, so that, his name is Cloud, and this is a 3-part poem, Who is Chad? Now that was good. That was actually really good. That was good. So, we have about 2 minutes, and in this 2 minutes, I'm going to play my final piece, which is, I'm going to play Lost and end us out. And don't forget, tomorrow is Wednesday. We will be at Ashen Oaks in Birmingham, Alabama for our Green Gas Gala podcast. So we have amazing participants tomorrow. So check us out. I will be live on TikTok, and the Gas House page will be live on YouTube. So you have 2 ways to watch. Don't forget to tune in. This is the final piece of tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining. This was amazing. Don't forget to join me back on Thursday. As long as I had something to say, my voice, of course. In a world where opinions matter, I find myself struggling for air or even a sentence that cares. After spending so much time shouting for those rights were wrong, or is that wrong was right, I find myself struggling without a mantra to fight. I thought as long as I had something to say, my voice carried, held weight, and would never leave, never stray. Minutes pass, days don't last, filled with memories fade. Trapped in this void, last tired alone, but definitely not alone. Destiny escapes, threatened by eternal mistakes. So close, but so far away. I find myself thinking, don't give up. Truth is, I never stopped believing. I just became tired of those thieving. I only care about myself, missing the point, or maybe that is the point. It's not that. Tired of keeping this under a hat. Lost in thought, silent planning, regaining momentum, sticking to the commitment. Poem, Nichole Shirell. And that is our time. The only thing I forgot to say is that beat is from my brother, who is C100, Cloud Hoppers Music. So, you know, make sure you reach out. He does beats as well, also part of Gas House. Engineer on that piece, on my pieces, is those pieces is Kane Carter with Threat Music. So, you know, we're working and we're building. So that's all I have. Thank you guys for joining, and you guys have a good night. Good night, everybody.